We want to talk about today the big O. The big O. Not
Big
that big
O.
O. The big Ozempic. Yeah. We know why you lost 20 pounds. Like, don't even play.
You did not get that by doing Pilates. Hi, guys. Been a while. Welcome back to another episode of Girl Bye with Miq.
And Manda. It's been a while for me.
It's been a while for me. I was going to say with Miq and Manda. We're back. Not Miq and Mike. It's been a crazy few weeks. I'm sure you guys have all experienced that as well. We're coming off the holidays, coming off sickness, traveling, just all of the craze of the holidays. It was great. We had a lot of fun, but Amanda got sick. Jules got sick.
Jax was sick.
Tony got sick. Jax
Really?
got, yeah, after Vegas. That's why they didn't come.
I had a feeling because Jax was sick a little bit like before, and I was like,
before Vegas.
yes. Like the day before, I was like, you notice this guy sniffling? And John was like, yep. Damn, I hope it doesn't get like bad. But he's kind of like stuck it out. So then we were in Vegas. We really went for his birthday. We went for his birthday. You guys were seeing the concert. But we took him to this illusion museum.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh
the
my
photos.
God.
Cool.
And all I'm just seeing is like kids, hands. And I'm just like, this is probably not smart. But he actually ended up being fine. And then John didn't get sick either.
He didn't?
No.
Because
I like quarantined in my room. Olivia was with her dad in Florida. So she also too. But we were remember we did our whole like room surprise. So we were just working like nonstop.
Yeah.
Like she had a giant bed we had to break apart.
Olivia's room.
So that was my Christmas present to her. I wanted her to come home to a big girl room because she's literally 5'6" basically. She's a giant and she has like a Pottery Barn like desk with the thing. So she gets on the bed, she shakes it. Like she's just a big kid. She's not like a baby anymore. So I, kept messing with her. I'm like, you might be jailhouse style for a while, girl. Like mattress on the floor. And she's just like, so
she probably believed you too.
Yeah, I was just fucking with her. Excuse me. I know some guys get mad. No, I don't care. I cuss every once in a while. It's not that bad. I was just messing with her. And she's like, okay, I could be jailhouse style, but I need a vanity. And I'm like, okay. Style. But she did not come home to jailhouse style. Like she got everything redone. So we were like working nonstop because we both got home on Tuesday. So I wanted her to walk in. And I was sick on Tuesday. She didn't get home till midnight and I wanted to film the surprise.
You waited up for her.
And then 31st was Jax's birthday. I was sick as a dog.
I know. It's such a bummer. For New Year's Eve, we all had a plan to be together for Jax's birthday. We were going to go to dinner, but we had a small group.
Jules didn't make it either, yeah.
Jules was supposed to come, and then we were sitting there, and Mom and Dad were like, oh, Jules is going to come a little bit. She needed more time to get ready. And then as we sat down, Dad said, Jules just texted me. She just can't do it. And I'm like, I get it. When you feel like that, like the last thing you want to do is get dressed, come and sit at a table, which dinner is like, rainy. A couple of hours and you're just like, it's the worst. So everyone totally understood. It was just kind of a bummer because we were all excited to spend New Year's Eve together.
And I feel bad because the whole day was, he's a perfect kid. He just didn't give a shit. He just wanted to stay home. But I was like, oh, John, I'm like, I can't even get up and get him. Like, I usually get him balloons in the morning and like, can you just go run and get him like his balloons? Because he likes, I want him to know that this is my birthday. This is actually my birthday. And I need him to like blow out a candle. Yeah. Like, I know it's silly, but like, he needs to know. Because I'm like, how old are you? 8 years old. I'm like, girl, you're 11. Like, come on, get it together.
So does he know now he's 11?
It's going to take a while. I think they worked on that. The last time they stopped doing that was when he was 8, because that's like a, rudimentary question. So now when I ask him, he's like 8 years old. I'm like, no, you're 11. So we have to work on that. Yeah. You should know 11. How old he is. So yeah, I still have this cough. It's not going away. You know what's crazy about a cough? It's like, I don't understand how your cough like knows it's nighttime.
It's the worst
at
night.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how do you know that it's nighttime?
I think it's because you're laying down.
But even if you're like propped up a little bit, I'm like, why is it nighttime and suddenly just like a cough attack? I don't understand.
That's true.
It's crazy
the worst
to me.
At night when you're trying to sleep and it's the torture.
That was last night and the other night for me. I'm like, dang, these cough attacks are just the worst. So we're still getting through it.
Remember when Dad said Mom coughed like for 2 weeks straight incessantly, like when he was trying to sleep? I don't know if you were there. This was recent. that mom was like coughing incessantly for 2 weeks, and then just sometime after that, he like coughed twice and she gave him like a death stare.
Oh shit.
Like, no, like you better wrap it up. And
Oh,
dad was like, can't, you
girl.
just coughed like a maniac for 2 weeks and I didn't say anything.
That's the one thing about like having a room like by yourself.
Yeah, you don't
I
have to
couldn't
worry
because
about
I'm
it.
just like, even last night, like I was getting frustrated because I'm like, what the fuck? I was fine all day. I taught my classes with the
Yeah.
vest. Like I was like, I don't have pneumonia or anything like that because my cardio is fine. I'm just sitting there like, could you imagine if you just had someone next to you? Like if my
Oh,
husband
it's
was
the
doing that, I
worst.
would be like, get the fuck out. Like I think they're a little bit nicer with those things, but it's just annoying. Like I'm hawking up things. I have to turn the light on, turn the light off. Like that would
Yeah.
drive me insane.
Well, it's like snoring. I have to deal with that
Yeah,
every
that's
night. So I
true.
put headphones,
Why doesn't he get
earplugs
a mouth
in.
guard?
He
He,
tried a few things, but like every time he would wake up, the mouth guard or the thing would be like next to me on the bed. I'm like, dude, why is it not staying in your mouth? So I
that's
don't know.
wild.
And then he tried the nose strips, but he was getting an allergic reaction to the tape or whatever because his nose kept getting so red and like raw every
Oh.
time he like took it off. So I was like, gosh, nothing's working.
I
But
think the reason why people
it's not good to
snore, no,
snore.
it's like you have sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Because John did the sleep test and it said like he stopped breathing like 10 times. I'm like,
I know that's different. That's
stop.
worse.
But it's not real sleep apnea. I'm like, I don't believe that. He's like, that's what like they give you a bracelet to wear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so are you gonna do anything about it? He's like, probably not. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm like, that's fine. I guess I'll just make sure you're alive in the mornings
I'm
because
surprised because
check
he
on you.
usually gets all freaked out by those things.
I think he's used to it. I think every guy snores, and the older you get, the worse it is.
Yeah.
I don't know one guy who doesn't snore. Michael snores. He's been snoring forever though, since he was a
Yeah.
kid. Remember? We'd be like,
Yeah.
shut
He has
up.
always snored. I don't know. I get blessed once every 12 days where he doesn't snore at all. And I'm like, are you alive?
Yeah.
I get nervous.
And then when they like have little cocktails, it's like the worst.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. So,
But
anyways,
yeah.
we have been, I'm sure like everybody else, crazy,
Yeah.
crazy busy.
The holidays just take you out of your routine. Like this is the first full week of work I've had back, and I got back into my workouts because I'll be honest, I'm a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
That's my job. And I was not working out like consistently or sometimes even at
For like a
all
month.
over the last, I would say like 4 to 6 weeks. I would like force myself like I did a couple full body workouts in my garage and I was like ridiculously sore. I was like,
Yeah.
this is embarrassing. It's like I never worked out before. And then last week, like New Year's, we went to Vegas.
Mhm.
The gym at the hotel was so nice, but I went in there and like stretched. I didn't work out. And then we got home, and then it was New Year's, and it was New Year's Eve,
I
and then
think
it was
that's
New Year's
normal.
Day, and then it was Friday. And Webb's like, do you want to work out Friday? And I'm like, no. He's like, do you want to work out Saturday? I'm like, no. Like every day. And I was like, I was that person. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till Monday to
Yeah.
start everything. I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying that because those are the people I'm always like, just do it now. You don't have to wait till Monday.
Yeah.
But I did, and I've been working out every day this week. So, but like taking it easy. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to go ham because I even know with myself, like if I go too hard, I just get too burnt out. So I did a little Pilates, a little strength training, trying to ease into it.
That's
I'm
a good
so
thing
sore
about
though.
teaching
My
though.
whole body hurts.
Oh yeah, but when you teach your
Yeah, I don't do the class. So that's when you do spin, like I
Yeah.
at least have that set workout for
Yep.
however many classes you teach.
Especially like the class right after New Year's, like Friday and Saturday is packed.
Yeah,
Busy. Like the
super
energy is
fun,
good.
probably,
So I
yeah.
was like, okay. I still felt like a little bit of my
That was one thing I was considering taking is
Cycle
spin
class.
because I could just go in there, sit on the bike, zone
Yeah.
out. Like I could kill myself or I could take it easy.
Yeah.
But the class I wanted to get into last Saturday was full and then I was over it. I was like, whatever. I did some walking, but yeah, finally getting back into the routine of life, which everybody is trying
Yeah.
to do that this week.
I was just saying January kind of sucks as a month.
Your birthday's in January.
That's why I was even like, I could imagine just girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, but like go fuck yourself on your birthday. Like we
Yeah.
just got through October, Thanksgiving. I
Yeah.
think like Jackson's birthday is December. If you're in the beginning of January, like January 1st, January 2nd, like maybe.
Because you're still coming
But by
off
the
that.
22nd, it's like, don't invite me to your dinner. I don't care. It's your birthday. Like I need to recover. And I get it. I wouldn't even want to invite myself anywhere.
There's a lot of memes about that. Like
Yeah.
your birthday's in January. Like,
Bye.
sorry.
Good luck.
Yeah. Like I'll celebrate you in February or something
Seriously.
like that. Or people always start doing like 75 hard or dry
No.
January, and then no one's like fun because
Yeah.
they're all just
Yeah.
doing their strict plans. So yeah, I could see that.
It's
I
not
always
a
think
good
my
month.
birthday's tough because it's around the
But it's
holidays, but
there's like
at least there's
energy.
things going on.
January, you're just
Yeah.
like the Revenant, like you're just like crawling to the finish line, and it's like nobody cares it's your birthday. I was thinking actually, because I have a friend who could do what your friend does and walk you to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that because the kids
Yeah.
really want to go, and that's probably a day I convince like John to like leave work again.
Yeah, and it's free.
Yeah, if it's I have to pay one ticket because
Okay.
he gets the disability pass, so I have
Okay.
to buy right because you don't get a pass when they walk you in. Do they give you a
No, yeah,
ticket?
they give you a ticket.
Okay, but I think she can only walk 3 people in anyway, so I would
Okay.
buy Jax's ticket
Yeah,
so
so
he
you
can
can
get the
use the
disability. Yeah,
frontline stuff too.
yeah, because he
Yeah,
can't
that's
wait.
legit.
So if I only have to buy one ticket and then we have the day at Disney on Thursday, I was like, maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah, you could stay as long as you want. There's no pressure because you didn't like pay for all 4
Yeah,
tickets.
and I don't think it'll be busy on that day, but
No.
who knows?
In January, it shouldn't be like you said. Everyone's been going the last few months. It was crazy when I went in December, I think we
Yeah,
went. But it should definitely I heard like January, February is slow and then March starts to pick up again.
yeah.
So
So maybe we'll do
that'll
that.
be fun.
If
And then I'm sure
not,
we'll do dinner. A family din.
yeah, if I don't.
39?
Yeah, I don't even like. Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad inviting people things because it's just like another thing you have to do. Like somebody invited me to a baby shower. I was like, like I have the opposite of FOMO. Like it's nice to be thought of,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, dang, I gotta go get a gift. But it was good. It was my clients. Like I never show up to anything. So
You went?
yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
I spent a full hour there.
Recently?
Yeah, I was on Sunday. I was like, yo, I'm coughing left and right though. Like this is not a good look at a baby shower. So I stayed outside. I just hung out for like an hour and then I left. But they're cute.
That's nice.
I've seen them like get married, like they've been my clients like what, 4 years now almost? 3 years. So
Club Studio?
yeah. It's cute to see a little
Yeah,
couple,
that is cute.
growing up.
That is
Give 'em
cute.
some
They're
love.
opening one of those a block from my house.
Yeah.
In like April or
Yeah.
something. I
I
know.
might be teaching there. I'm just kidding. I'm looking to like drop classes.
It's so I could literally walk there.
That's cool. They have good Pilates.
I know. I was like remembering when they tried to get me to work there. I was like, maybe
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
teach one class and get a free membership.
They don't give free memberships.
Oh, that's right.
Lame.
It's like a discounted one though, right?
No,
I remember I paid $99 for Club Studio in Irvine for
You
one
shoulda
whole
never
year, and
left
all I
that.
did was take your class.
But you should have
though.
never dropped
But I
that.
paid $99 a month for like
Yeah, but
4
the
cycle
thing is that's a
classes.
grandfathered in rate, and now those rates are going for like if you want to be a club member for all the studios, it's like $260, $280. So even if you just pay $99, because as a founding member, you get to go to every club. You have every benefit. They sold you on that. So you go to New York and go to Club Studio. So I even told John because he hasn't been to the gym. I said, you better not let that shit lapse because you're never going to pay. It's $98. You keep it forever. You have the founding great member because I use his to work out because if I want to book a class, I gave all my passes away. I'm not paying money. Like, I barely make any money there teaching as it is. So
I know,
But
but
you
I
messed
just
up.
I spent $1,200 and all I did was take your spin class that you said you could guess me in anyway. So I was like,
I know, but now it's coming
every
to
month
you. You
I
would have
was
still
like,
had the
dang
99
it.
rate.
I know, but I can go to Lifetime for free.
Yeah, that's true. But now this one's down the street. I bet you I'll end up subbing there every once in a while. But they say Costa Missouri. You say Costa Missouri too. That group of people are probably gonna like.
I feel like there though it'll be Costa Mesa, Newport. Like you'll get because that's not
Yeah.
Triangle's kind of like central to like all like you probably get like maybe some like people that are right on the cusp of like Huntington, which is like the nice area of
Yes.
like Costa Mesa, Huntington. It gets nice. It's nice
not
east side, and
that.
then it gets a little like weird, and
It's
then
even
it's like
the
really
rich
nice
people though
again.
to me. Like it's just a
Oh, just the vibe.
it's just the vibe. Like
Yeah,
I
I
like
see what you
Irvine
mean.
because it's like this is the first studio that I've ever worked at that I say I have friends.
Yeah.
Like I have clients that like I remember you'd always be like my client friend. Like I vibe with these people. It's like one of my good guy friends. Like his son's autistic, so we just like
Yeah, they're
we
more down to
they're
earth,
more
that's for
down to
sure.
earth. They're
Yeah.
cool. They work really hard.
Yeah.
They're friendly to their it's not like who's the hottest, who looks the best, like who's got the nicest car. And we have some very wealthy clients. I
Yeah.
mean, they're very, it's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I vibe with them better,
I could see that for sure.
So I said maybe I would sub in Costa Missouri every once in a while, but I'm not taking on a
No, that'd be
class.
good to sub. We'll see. They say April and then it's like May, June.
Yeah, it
So
takes
it
forever.
might be a while, but it's coming.
It's coming. So we're going to talk about the big influx that happens in January because I'm already seeing it at my gym.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about today the big O.
Oh,
The big O.
I
Not
can
the
think of a
big.
few of those.
Not that big O.
O's.
The big O. The big
Ozempic?
Ozempic. Yeah. I think it's a
And
good
other
topic.
GLPs.
Yeah. I've been discussing with a lot of clients who are like on the verge. Do I do it? Do I not? I have one who started a couple months ago. I myself have been on it for a while now.
Are you actually on Ozempic or a different one?
Semaglutide.
Okay, so that's different.
Yeah.
But
I think it's in the same category.
That's a peptide.
That's the same category as
Yeah.
Ozempic, though.
It is,
It's not
but
the tirzepatide.
No, tirzepatide and semaglutide are
the
the
same?
same category. Ozempic is you have to get like prescribed that.
Mm.
They say semaglutide and
Semaglutide.
tirzepatide are like you can get so easily. Like you can order it, you can get it online, you can get it
You can get it in
everywhere.
a heartbeat.
Your friend probably sells it, like your neighbor. You can get it super easily.
Now they have it in a pill.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. The pills I don't think are as effective, but I haven't really heard.
I think if you're microdosing. So we could start like I'll start with more about like the facts and stuff. Just my experience
Somewhat.
with it. But I think the big issue for me I think people need I don't know if it's anybody's business whether like really if you're on a GLP-1, but it's also kind of like, bitch, we know why you lost 20 pounds. Like, don't even play.
Yeah, I think the thing for me is like, okay, we've all been talking about this for what, like 100 years. I feel like, imagine one day if there was like a shot or a pill that you could take that would make you skinny, right?
Mhm.
So it's like now it's like a real thing and it's
Mhm.
very prevalent. Like it's not like in the shadows anymore where it
Mhm.
probably was in the last couple of years where like people were probably doing it, but it wasn't so like prevalent that we just didn't notice. And
Yeah.
like now that everyone's doing it, you assume everyone that like all of a sudden lost 20, 30 pounds is doing it because people that have done the same things for years that have, you've known, their habits or lifestyle, all of a sudden you see them and you're like, what? And they're like, yeah, I just started walking more and
Girl,
doing
bye.
Pilates. I'm like,
No, you didn't.
stop. Like,
No, you didn't.
And if you're an influencer or whatever, you better not be like saying that because just own it. It's like
Seriously.
people are going to respect you so much more for owning it and don't make it like it's
Right.
like hush hush, like I need to lie about this because it's a bad thing. Because no one's necessarily saying it's a bad thing. And you shouldn't feel ashamed for it if it's something that you choose to do and it makes you feel better and it's your decision, it's your body. So it's like, why do you have to be so afraid to talk about it? Or like, why are you ashamed to tell people that you're doing it?
I don't know why people are ashamed. I really don't. Because I mean, it's been out. Like I would say it's been out for 5 years now. Like kind of out in the open.
Like the peptides or like Ozempic?
Ozempic.
Yeah.
It's been out in the open for a while. And I mean, I started mine in August. So how many months is that now? But I feel like I had a duty to my clients. I could always lose like 10 pounds, but it's hard. It's super, super hard. Counting your macros, you're walking your 5,000 steps. And the older you get, the minute you stop doing that tracking, it's not long before you just go right back up. Like I remember a couple years ago, I lost like 15 pounds without any help. And I was like, okay, cool. Did my normal stuff, holidays, went right back up. I don't know if my body just got used to this like chunkier weight or whatever. So this time I was like, okay, I want to microdose and see how I can keep the weight off. But I had a duty, I feel like, to tell my clients, like, I need you to know this is what's going on. Because everybody was like noticing a difference. So if I was just like, yeah, guys, I've just been teaching so much, and I'd be like, you know,
Yeah. That's what
it's
I'm
not really
saying. If
anybody's
you're
business per se, but
no,
at the same time, it's like I want them to know, like, this is what I did and this is what I'm
yeah.
doing now. This is why I've been able to maintain the weight off and maybe even get an extra like 2 or 3
Yeah.
pounds out of it.
Well, yeah, because I think it's hard when, especially if you're in like that the fitness industry and you do have people that look up to you and admire you and go to you for advice when it comes to
Yeah.
like nutrition and stuff like that, you know, it could help them. Okay, like, they are normal, like they are human. They do have to do certain things. Sometimes it is even hard for fitness enthusiasts to lose weight. And sometimes you need a little extra help. And especially as we get older, especially women
Yes.
as we
Ugh.
get older. So
Yeah.
I think it's like it could somewhat be encouraging, it doesn't have to be like, oh my gosh, like how could she do that? Like she's a cycle instructor. Like it doesn't have to be, it shouldn't be like that.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
But
You know, Legally Blonde,
yeah.
when she's giving her confession, because she's like,
Oh
you remember?
yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was getting liposuction.
Yeah, yeah,
And she was
yeah.
like,
She's
I'm
like
a
liposuction. She's
fraud.
liposuction.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love
She thinks
her.
she's a fraud, right? Because you
Yeah.
kind of like, am I a fraud preaching all
And
this
then
stuff?
re-screams. And she's
Yeah.
like, no. No, that's so funny. But
That's like what
yeah.
I was thinking. I'm like, okay, I don't want to be like, am I a fraud?
Yeah.
But, I think when somebody sees your journey for a couple of years and seeing the up and down, and you say, okay, because now I have clients like, they were like, so where did you start getting your medicine from? Like, what did you do? So I
Yeah.
put a couple people in touch with where I started. And
Okay,
so,
so I wanted to make sure what I was saying
okay.
because like I said, I'm not like I don't research this. I'm not I when my clients ask me, I will try to give them like advice, but obviously none of it is like medical advice because
Yeah.
this is not my background and it's all just coming out. But I think you were right. You said Ozempic is semaglutide or whatever the
Yeah.
is
Compound.
the active ingredient in
Yes.
Ozempic.
Yes.
So I thought, and I'm not sure if this is still true, but Ozempic itself is like a prescribed medication
Mm-hmm.
that you have to get from a doctor, but you can get a form of semaglutide and like tirzepatide from anywhere.
So that's the compounded version of
Yeah,
it. Yes.
exactly. Okay, so
Yes.
that's where I was a little off
Yeah,
in what
so
I was
the
saying.
clinic that I did mine, they
Yeah.
only offer semaglutide. So they
Okay.
just started branching out and the tirzepatides because from my understanding is if you're not losing weight with semaglutide because it's a
Then you
little
go to
yes, it's
tirzepatide.
a little
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how much weight you need to lose and where,
Yeah.
your age and all of that stuff.
So tirzepatide. Yeah, so tirzepatide is the other one I knew of, which is Manjaro.
Manjaro,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's the compound in
Right.
Manjaro. I didn't know that that one was stronger until recently.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing that you did. If you're plateauing or you're not losing weight on
Yeah.
semaglutide, then you go to the tirzepatide, which yeah, like I go to a place called Beyond Wellness and I get all my peptides there. I've been taking peptides for a few years now, but I started with BPC 157, which our body produces naturally. And it helps with like inflammation, helps with your gut. And so, because of my Crohn's, I was trying to find an alternative to my medication that I was taking because
Hmm.
at the time, I was really stressed about having to take medication for the rest of my life, um, like pharmaceutical medication. So,
Hmm.
I started doing that because someone recommended it to me. And I got off my medication and I was on the BPC itself for a year and I had no flare ups. I was doing really well. And then I think my body started to get used
Used
to
to it,
it
yeah.
because the clinic I was at before, not Beyond Wellness, I was at a different one. They didn't tell me that you have to cycle on and off. And you have to do that pretty
Oh,
much you're supposed to do that with every peptide.
yeah.
It's usually like
A
3 months
6 weeks.
on, 1 month off,
Yeah.
3 months on, 1 month off. And I was like on it straight for 12 months. And when I went to the Beyond Wellness, they were like, you haven't cycled off of that. And I'm like, no. And they're like, that makes sense why your body is now like not as reactive to it. It's not helping as much. I ended up getting back on medication for my Crohn's, but I still do like the BPC. I do the GHK, which is like hair, skin, and nails. I do What else do I
So you just go
do?
there and they shoot you up once a week or
No,
what?
I do them at home
Oh,
daily. So, and then I do NAD plus, which is
I know a lot of
cellular
doctors like that.
metabolism and
I
energy
think if I'm
and
gonna take one, I
focus.
would do that one.
Yeah, that's like the most popular one, the most
I bet you I could get
recommended
that where I get
one. Yeah.
my semaglutide from.
They have a lot where I go. And what I love about them is they make you do a consultation. So they
Yeah.
don't just give you whatever you want. Their clinic, they have like nurses in there. They'll do like a full blood work
Yeah.
panel and make sure they know what they're giving you and they're not. Because you could literally go on any website and
Right.
order these things online for yourself, but they won't let you do that. Even when you have been seeing them, I can like go online and order any of the ones I want and I go pick them up. They won't let you order like
Yeah.
the GLPs though. You have
Yeah.
to talk to them, you have to talk to someone to make sure because they want to keep track of like what you're doing and your dosages. So I like that because it makes me feel like, okay, I'm, not just
Yeah.
like getting this off the black market. And they come from a really good laboratory in Irvine that's very well known. Because
Yeah.
some of these things, I don't know, online, like they send you, if you order them online, they'll send you them in powder form and you have to mix it. You
Oh,
have to
hell
get your own
no.
backwater and you have to mix it and they tell you
What?
how to mix it. And most of them, some of them might come already constituted, but I don't think so because they need to be cold once they're
Yeah.
constituted. So I think that's why they send them just powder form. And you put the water and then you put them in
For
the
the
fridge so they
peptides?
stay cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that takes for so when I
But I'm like, what's
started,
this powder? Like, what if it's something crazy that
well,
I don't
usually
know?
they'll send you the water though too. What's it called?
The backwater.
Yeah, usually they send that to you in a capsule and then you like suck the water out and then you
Yeah.
put
And
it
then you
into the
put it in there.
powder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I started when I did it, and that's why I've been encouraging people to go to this place, Orange Twist.
Never heard of it.
They mostly do like they do all my Botox and stuff.
Oh, actually, I
Yeah,
have for
you have
that kind
Orange
of
Twist.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have heard of
So
that.
I started there, and they just started doing their weight loss program this year. But I was kind of trying to see like how it was rolling out. But what I
Yeah.
liked about it is that the provider was overseeing your injections. So I actually went there every week in the beginning. So they weigh you, they do your injections, so you
Mm.
can't like double your dose, triple your
Yeah,
dose. It's
yeah.
like, look, I want something that makes me look like hold my body weight, maybe a couple more pounds, but I don't want to look like Ozempic face. Like that's just not
Yeah.
like my goal. So I did that for a while. And then once I learned, okay, what I'm doing and my dose, because it was expensive, then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but now you can go to like Row, Hers, any of
Yeah.
these places and just say, this is the dose that I was on. This is like, I don't need, you
Yeah.
do a quick consultation and they just send it to you. And you
Yeah.
could totally see that's how it's probably getting taken advantage of. Because they
Yeah.
give you the dose and it lasts for however long that it lasts. I mean, so if you're like, I want to lose like 30 pounds, or if you start getting into this mental space where you have body dysmorphia and you want to look like a stick figure, you're going to do double your dose,
Yeah.
So that I think it's crazy that you can, especially if you're younger and you're
Yeah.
taking this and you're just,
Well, that's the thing is it's wildly being abused because it's so easy to get and like when you start seeing something and you like it,
yeah,
you want to okay, maybe if I do a little more, like I'll,
yeah, pushing
lose
that
even more
envelope.
weight, or you're just going to push the envelope. And most of the people aren't being monitored. It's different. Like you said, you went into the clinic, you talked to them, you told them, but a lot of people are just doing it at home by themselves and they
Yeah.
might be getting, a regimen like, okay, start with this dose. I know a lot of people are microdosing it, doing it weekly, once a week. Sometimes
Or
people are
every
just
other.
keeping the microdose, and then sometimes people are slowly increasing it to a level where they're like, okay, this is where I'm seeing results that I like. Because when you first get on it, you don't know how you're gonna feel.
Yeah.
Some people have negative side effects. Some people, get
Okay.
nauseous and all the things. So you want to start small. Um, and I think like there are benefits to it. I don't think everybody needs to take it. I think that's where the problem is coming in. Like people in their 20s, like young kids, don't need to be
I
taking
agree
it.
with that.
They should be
But
working
unless you
hard
actually need to.
unless you have diabetes or
Or
you're like
unless you're
obese.
overweight. If
That's what I'm
I would say
saying.
you're 20 plus pounds overweight, because I think the older you get, the harder those 20 pounds become 30 pounds. And then when you're in your 30s and 40s, forget it. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
if
it's
you
just
need
hard
it,
because I lost 35 pounds at 22, 23 years
yeah.
old and I was able to keep it off. And I think people just don't want to work that hard anymore. They don't want to follow a diet. They don't want to eat healthy and eat clean and work out and be active when it's so easy for them not to.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah,
and
I
there's
kinda
a
agree
lot
with
of
that.
people around us that have the money and the means to be able to do it. At 23 years old, I couldn't be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a
No. Hell
GLP. Like,
no.
no
I
shot.
would be like trying to sell my soul to get some of that
Yeah,
medicine.
like there's no
Like
way. Mom and dad helped me doing Jenny Craig, and that was like,
$300 a month,
yeah,
right?
like a few hundred
Yeah.
dollars a month for like the food and stuff. And so I did have help in a sense, but like I had to do the
Yeah.
work, I had to
Yeah,
put the
they
work
pay for the
in.
program. Yeah, that's true. I was even remember because like when I would see some younger people, I'm like, girl, in my 20s, like I could lose 10 pounds. Like, after I gave birth to Olivia, I was like 120. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the? But I was 24, 25.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was so easy. I think, but I don't want to speak, I don't want to speak for people who have, or, any kind of genetic
Yeah.
condition or whatever. That's how I started to get fat. I didn't realize it when I had thyroid cancer. And I was like, damn, why am I so chubby? That was like one of the reasons, and I didn't even know what the hell was going on. So there could be other things that are getting in the way of the weight loss, but I think if you're like in your 30s and your 40s and you're kind of struggling, like that's the time. And I
Yeah.
waited because in the beginning I was like, I was seeing some of these skinny bitches, and I was like, huh, that's real tempting. Like
Yeah.
it's real tempting as I'm like weighing my little chicken things and
Yeah.
like taking my walks. I'm like, damn, I could just take this shot and that's it. I don't have to worry about anything else.
I
So I
know.
wanted to see kind of the long-term effects. I mean,
But these aren't even the long-term
I
effects.
know, but it's a
That's
little bit
what's kind of
more.
scary, to
But
be
there's,
honest.
but there's so many, like I feel like this goes with anything. There's so many pros and cons. Like you'll have one doctor on Instagram like is a huge fan of red light, is a huge fan of this, huge, and they
Yeah.
do like leave
then
it or
someone's like
yeah.
anti.
And then a whole other, plastic surgeon is like, I really like NEDs and I don't like this. So it's like, and these are reputable sources. They're both doctors. So I feel like there's always pros and cons to everything. I think anything in moderation is always better.
Yeah.
Um,
But I also think I've been noticing a lot of those ads because I am I'm getting like inundated with fertility stuff right now
oh
because I
yeah.
keep looking stuff up, and it's the same. Like some doctors will be talking about this and raving about it, and some will be like saying, no, this. And I'm like,
What
I'm
the heck?
starting
What do
to
I do?
notice though that it's because some way, somehow they're
It's an
like
ad.
repping it or
Yeah.
they created it or whatever.
That's
It's like,
true.
there's something behind it where they're going to pick one and they're going to say, this is my jam, whether they really believe the other one's bad or doesn't work or not. It's like, if all of these things are being made by doctors, you want to believe there has to be benefits to all of them, right? And then there's going to be cons to all of them because nothing is perfect. But I think the main thing that I'm seeing where it's getting abused is because it suppresses your appetite so much, people really aren't eating
Yeah.
and they're not getting
The nutrients.
just the nutrients that like a newborn baby needs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a
literally.
protein goal of 80 to 90
Yeah.
grams. And I was remember like when I was doing macros, and I know like I know he's like slip off, but like it was 130 grams of protein. Like
Yeah.
for every pound you are, you should be eating that in
Yeah.
grams of protein. And they suggest just like 80 or 90 grams. And honestly, sometimes that's hard to get.
That's hard to get for people.
When
yeah.
I'm like late now, I'm like, gosh, 90 grams of protein. That's why I make sure if I don't feel like super full, like I'm not at a higher enough dose where I don't want to eat, but I'm just making sure that I'm prioritizing, I can't talk, protein or having a shake with like 2 scoops of protein, like
Yeah.
to start, because that's what people are doing. And then you're even losing bone density. You become
Yeah.
like skinny fat.
That's the thing too, is like as you get older, all these young people that are doing it
Yeah.
for years and years later on, that's my fear is their bone density, their muscle.
Can't even do like a push up.
Yeah. Like that's what you're seeing. That's why they have the Ozempic face. You're losing the muscle in your face,
sorry,
in
keep
your
drinking your water.
in your cheeks. That's fine. And like, I mean, another telltale sign is like no butt, like because
Girl, that's
everywhere
me.
where you
I feel like
that's everybody who's on it. Like you're not alone. That's when I know somebody is on it.
But
Because I
wait a
used to have
second.
like a cute little butt, and now they're
I
like it's
never,
flat.
I never really had a butt.
You had a bigger one than you have now.
I do, but like, you know how like your ass cheek starts melting into your thigh?
Yes, that's a sign.
Damn, but you know what? I always had that because I remember I have pictures of me when I was chubby and I was like counting down my weight loss, and I'm like, man, I don't have that like boom that you and Jules have. Like you have that. Yeah. Even Olivia has that. Like I kind of had like longer buns, you know?
Yeah.
Like mom has the same ass that I do. Like we have long buns. That's just what it is. And long so now
I have short buns.
No, you just have like a bouncy bum. You've always had that even when you were like younger and you were still a little chubby. Like my bun was always more just kind of like long. You know, it's like you've seen. Yeah. So now I'm just noticing that. I'm like, it's just more of like, I'm like, damn, I can't have the blend. Yeah. I can't have the cheek and the thigh blending together. That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I don't know that this is enough. I'm like, I take the Pilates. I haven't been in like a month just because of everything. I'm like riding with my gear on there like crazy. Like, I don't know how much of a difference that is making, but that is one thing. Those buns are like, they're like little bites, like little bite muffin. Little bites. That's the one thing that I'm like,
yeah.
Maybe if I did.
That's a telltale sign. And
what can I do to help that? Because
they recommend if you're going to be on this, which like I feel there are some people that are still working out, but the problem is they're not eating. So that's going to be, you're just breaking even there. You know, it's like you're working out 5 days a week, but you're not eating. So you're going to come right here in the middle and just be right where you were. So we both can't say that word. Prioritizing protein.
Yes.
For sure. Getting your calories in.
Does it matter if you do 2 like scoops of protein versus actual protein?
I mean, actual protein is better, but that's still great.
Counts.
Yeah, it's still great.
So I try to get that like 60 grams.
Yeah. If you can get it in that way, get it in that way. Yeah. Like that's fine. And then you have to strength train.
Okay. Tell me what I could do for my little bites.
Strength train.
No, I don't want to.
You have to.
Just give me an exercise just for buns.
There's lots of exercises for buns.
Just give me one thing if I did like do 20 of these every day and it'll make a difference.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing.
What if I did 20 squats with my weights?
Only 20?
What? Okay. How about like three rounds of 10? That's 30. 50?
Girl, you have to like stress the muscle.
The problem is the CS4 classes for me, the strength training classes, like I just can't handle them. And I'm not the kind of person who could work out well on my own.
The only thing at home, you couldn't do stuff?
I think I could now that
like
I'm
30 minutes.
Now that I'm older, I think so. I do like to walk by myself, and that's when I like clear my head, and like I like to when it's nice, I'll walk with my I think that helps your legs, like it does. But as far as I think we're gonna move soon. We kind of want to make a little gym area. Yeah. I'm a little older now and more disciplined. While I just go in there and like strength train twice a week if I do something for my little bites.
Twice a week. That would be good. If you can do twice a week, 30 minutes. You don't have to do 45 minutes, an hour.
I feel like Pilates counts as strength training. People say no. It's resistance.
It's resistance, but it's not strength. It's different.
What about cycle when I use weights? Like it's resistance in weights.
It is. Like I'm not saying it's not going to. What that's going to do is going to maintain your muscle. It's not going to build.
I know.
Unless you're like really just.
Girl, you know me.
Going heavy, but like doing that 4 to 5 times a week.
Well, I teach 5. I'm down now. 1, 2, 3. I teach 5 classes. And I wore my 12-pound weighted vest last night.
Which I'm sure your legs are strong. They are. But it's just different.
It's the melting
and
of the buns.
It's more, and that's more of your quad and hamstring. It's not so much glute. Glute is, if you're like, you know, doing the heavy when you're sitting, like you can really, I'm sure you know, because we can feel it. If we like flex the foot more and push into your heel, you can feel your glute more.
Drop your heels.
Yeah, so you can feel that more.
Or I do like the single leg, you know?
Yeah, the single leg, stuff like that. But
I know what you're saying though. It's just, that's it. I'm just at an age where I don't want to, I know I need to. I just don't want to strength train with people around me.
I've been doing it in my garage by myself.
Yeah, you got a good setup. I think we need to do that because.
And you don't need a lot.
Like Olivia. Yeah, just like what's it called? The things? The machine. What is it called? It's just the sticks with the. I sound like I have not.
Rack?
Yes, but the one that like moves with you.
Oh, a Smith machine.
Smith machine.
Those are expensive.
Oh, is it? Like how much?
They're more than like a squat rack because there's just more to them and they're heavy as hell.
So we were thinking about getting a Smith machine so you could do chest.
But I was gonna say you can get a Smith machine that also allows you to like put like pulley systems on it so you could do cable work too.
Exactly.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah. Something like
John would like that.
Yes. Because he was like with his job, he He hasn't been to the gym in 100 years.
Yeah.
And he's even like
Facebook Marketplace for that stuff.
I know. That's
where
we were
Web gets
thinking.
all our stuff.
And just trying to, even if it's like secondhand, there's like a secondhand store.
You don't
Just
need a
putting
brand
that
name.
with a mat. Like we don't need much. We both know what we're doing. He just does like his jailhouse workout, which is just like a million reps of whatever, chest press.
Yeah.
But something. I think I could do that now.
I mean, I'll be honest, with 90% of my clients, I'm all about like functional movement, especially as I get older. Squat rack is like probably the biggest machine. It's not even a machine that I use with my clients. I could have like 2 sets of dumbbells and a kettlebell and do an entire workout with my clients, which is what I do 90% of the time. We might start with like a big lift. It'll be like a squat or an RDL with a barbell, but my new gym that I'm at, they have a whole room with like a ton of machines and then one room that's like turf and it's like the racks and dumbbells. And I spend 90% of my time in that room.
Yeah.
Because machines are great. And yes, if you're bodybuilding or you're trying to lift super heavy, there are, you know, you can do heavier things on there because you're assisted by a machine.
Yeah.
And it's meant to do that. But for the most part, if you're not trying to like get super big and bulk up and you're not doing competition, you're not doing anything serious, you don't need like machines also kind of cheat for you. And they, you know, I see a lot of people do machines and then I'll see them do like a squat by themselves. I'm like, their form is terrible or they're, you know, they don't know what they're doing because you don't feel your body as much. You don't have to be as aware.
People though to go on the machines because
it's less
it kind of puts you into a place where like you're doing, you know, you have some sort of assistant.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to go on the floor with some kettlebells, like you need to know what you're doing. You need to have like somebody kind of overseeing you. But I think if you're a beginner though, and you don't have other options, kind of going around and like looking at things.
Some of these new machines though, like I'll go to a gym and I'll sit there and I'm like, is this a ride or
Me too.
I'm like strapping in? There's like something coming from the ceiling.
And I'm gonna get embarrassed because I'm like, I should know how to use this machine, but I don't even know what the hell is going on.
No,
like,
there's some crazy things going on these days.
But
even Web and I are like, what is this?
The gym floor to me is just the worst place in the world. I cannot stand it. I can't be there, especially with the influx in January and February. Half the people are there to take their pictures and show it to the world that they're showing up in the gym in January.
Yeah.
And you got to wait in line and you have like, I just can't do it. I love the energy of a class for like cycle.
Yeah.
Or even Pilates is a different kind of rhythm. I don't know how to do that. So I need somebody to guide me. But like the CS4 types of classes, like I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I just need to be alone in my own zone with music and like kind of work at my own pace. I just think that's become.
Yeah. I mean, as a trainer, I'm like so proud of you. Like you got this, stick with it. Like I'm happy to see people that are new. I'm happy to see people that I know they need to be there. I'm happy to see people as like a member. If I'm going somewhere, I'm like, oh Lord, it's too packed. Like get me out of here. And it's like, I'm rooting for them. I'm like, you got it, sis. Like, stick with it. But I also know that people at the beginning of the year, when they come, like, I'm going to go 7 days a week and I'm going to work out 3 times a day and I'm going to eat 1 piece of broccoli and a piece of chicken. And like, they set all these crazy ass goals.
Burnout.
They're going to burn out. I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm burnt out. And I don't like when people tell me, oh, I did 3 workouts today, 2 I'm like, why? That is not necessary. Do 1 good workout.
Yeah.
You are literally
45 minutes,
stressing your body too much.
I know. I say the same thing.
Especially as we get older. When I see women in their late 30s, early 40s doing like 3 workouts a day, I'm like, your adrenals are shot. Your body hates you. Like your hormones are out of whack. Your cortisol is probably through the roof. Like
cortisol is a big weight holder.
Yeah, we can't stress our bodies like that anymore. You know, when you're young, you could get away with it.
Yeah.
There are.
Like I have one client,
Web calls them ectomorphs, and I hate when he says that. Yeah.
Why?
He's like, every time I'm like, babe, see that girl? Like, even me I will say these things that I'm like, why'd you say that? You're ridiculous. I'm like, see that girl? Like, why does she have this? And why does she get blah, 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 blah. And he's like, babe, she's an ectomorph. You're never going to look like that. It's like a body type. So ectomorph is like, they're taller. They have like longer, leaner limbs. Like their bodies are just different. I'm a little bit more like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's called mesomorph.
Oh, I was saying like a certain type of person who could take like 3 classes and it doesn't affect him like that. Like you met my client. Have you met her?
Yeah, but it's because of their body types and where they hold weight and where they don't hold weight.
But I'm saying she runs like marathons. Yeah. She'll take 3 classes. She's like, oh, I did Orange Theory in the morning. Yeah, I did. And she's been doing it for 100. But she is.
Is she now?
Yeah,
I don't
she is. She's not like a bodybuilder, but she's fit. Yeah, she's in good shape. but she just has that energy. Like
Yeah,
I've never
so much.
like people like that to me. It doesn't drain her. Like she likes it. She looks forward to it. She goes to Hawaii. Like she runs marathons. Like
Yeah.
she is a very active person. She's probably not somebody who likes to be at home and like sit around. Like she's like, I'm gonna go to the mall and I'm just gonna walk.
Like she might have ADD or something.
She just likes to do stuff.
She just has a lot of energy.
She has a lot of energy
Yeah.
and it makes her happy. Like
Yeah.
she's not one of those people where you're like, I'm
Yeah.
worried about her. Like
yeah, you're not doing it because you're escaping something.
right.
You just
She is
really
just
enjoy
like
it.
she loves it.
Yeah.
And it's never like fizzled out for her. I've known her now, I think 4 years, and I'm like, girl, I'm exhausted just looking at you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I love it. So
Yeah,
some people,
I think that's rare though.
it's very rare. Most people who are pushing
Most
those
people
2
are
or 3
escaping
classes,
something.
they're escaping something, or they're. So I'm saying, you guys, you don't need to be here to double back to back.
No.
Like I wouldn't even I wouldn't take doubles if I didn't teach doubles.
Yeah.
Now I'm got rid of all my doubles. I'm done.
Yeah.
Next week is my last.
Oh, really? Like
Wednesday
teaching
was
even?
my last double. I say can't do it. I'm approaching 40. The 2 classes in a row, like I just can't do it anymore.
So you're just doing the earlier one?
So Wednesday I cut it down. We're doing a power hour, a 60-minute class instead of the 2 back to back, and then I teach 1 on Friday and 1 on Saturday. I used to do double,
Are they just
double,
cutting
double.
that second class?
Yep. Well, they're combining it on Wednesday. They cut the class on Friday, and then Saturday is somebody else. But sometimes I'll teach doubles because Beth is with me. She teaches 10:30. I'll
Oh,
teach
yeah.
doubles when I need to, but I was
Yeah,
doing
like
two
if you're
for a
subbing.
long time. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I can't do it.
It's a lot.
Oh, it's just like after a whole day, like it's just a lot on your body. And then I don't even feel like I could work out for myself because I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that age. I feel like I don't know if I'm my 40, I'm going to retire or not from the cycle.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just teach it like once. It's an intense class.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. I've never
It's not something you can just walk around and like.
I've never taught a class that I've really had to do the whole class. I mean, when I was younger, like 10 years ago when I first started, I would definitely like be way more involved. I would like demo more. I would go up to people. I'd do it next to them. I would like, I would be like more like bouncing around the room. Now, like past a demo, like I don't have to do anything else unless I'm showing someone who needs help, like kind of giving them a little guidance. But sometimes I wish like, I wish teaching my class today could be my workout because I know that there are some trainers, I'll take their class and they'll literally do the whole workout, but they don't like go and help anyone else out. I'm like, are you here to work out or are you here to teach a class?
That's a different thing too.
I don't like that.
No, I know. Sometimes I feel like though it's a little different when you're teaching cycle because.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
you're
also
showing
too,
them.
I have to say like, I got to get off the bike sometimes. It's not, I'm not here to perform.
Yeah.
But sometimes people are like, when they see like you're the instructor,
doing the whole class
and sweating their ass off and working, it's like inspiring. So it's like a tough, so I try to balance it. Some days I'm like, I'm going to walk around more because they need it. Or some days I'm like I'm going to go every pound for pound with them, weight for weight, step for step. Cause they're like, okay, it's a different thing. That's a whole different thing. But
I feel like especially in the beginning when you're like building trust and credibility. And then as you like start, these are my riders, you get more comfortable. You can maybe pop
these
on
new
and off.
Younger
like,
people. I'm like,
in the new now. But I'm
like
saying,
12
and like, there was
people in the
probably a
class.
point where you were like, these are my peeps, and like, I can get off more.
Yeah,
or like,
for sure.
I don't have to ride the whole time.
Yeah, but I think this is an old school thing too. Like these new clowns, they get off their bike. I'm like, girl, you have 12 people. There's no why is there a podium rider?
Or 2 podium riders.
Or is there 2
when
podium
there's
riders?
12
Like
people in the class.
if I don't have a full class, if I have like 4 open bikes, like I'll pull the podium off and I ride myself.
Yeah.
And like some of these younger riders, it's like, why is there 2 people riding? Like you should be riding that should be like a rule. I think we said that like for 1 year you need to ride your entire class. Yeah. I don't want to hear your little speech, when you're 23 about like when they try to get all spiritual. I'm like, girl, no, just be quiet. I know it's me, but I'm just like, I can't. I don't even get spiritual. I don't say shit like that. I'm just like, let's just work hard. I'm like, I'm gonna build a Marine Corps of like Club Studio, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not like I don't know. You've heard some of those speeches where you're just like,
yes, I have.
They think it's just like filler, like you have to talk.
Really hard for me to take classes these days.
I
sometimes I feel like, Mick, you started
Be
somewhere,
nice.
like be nice. Don't be so like, but there's so many new studios and there's so many new instructors that are so young. And like, okay, when I started, I wasn't that young. I was 30 when I started like actually, or 28 is when I started doing like the cardio bar stuff.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't that young, but regardless, I was new to it and I was definitely more timid and shy and I had to grow into my voice and into my own style of teaching. But some classes I'm like, oh Lord, like I just want to grab the mic and like help them. And I'm like,
It's the
I
same
know
thing
they're
with
trying,
jobs.
but I've tried so many new classes lately that I'm like, I don't know if I'll go back, or maybe I should give them a try. Maybe I should try another instructor. But there's just so many bad
I'm sorry. I
instructors.
don't, I'm the same
It's
way.
rare to find
I have
like
no
a
time for it.
powerhouse,
Yeah.
amazing, awesome, like, girl, you are motivating me. Like
Yeah.
I
Like
have
I'm
to
gonna get
motivate
my app
myself
up.
in my head and
Yeah.
be like, you're doing this because you have to. Like
I
it's
agree.
so
There's only one
hard.
thing you can get away with that. I think it's in Pilates a little bit, or
Yeah.
maybe in yoga if somebody just has like a calming voice.
Yeah.
But even like the Pilates, Teddy, the Pilates instructor, and she's like,
Yeah.
get it together. Like she'll be
Yeah.
like, wear your socks, get out. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like that's what I need. Like I like somebody
She's
like that. She's like,
hilarious.
I said it 3 times.
Yeah.
It's not my problem. And I'm just like, oh, like to me that I want to. It's like I need somebody to kick my
Yeah.
ass.
Someone else might be like, oh hell no, I
Yeah.
can't stand her. That's
When you're
rude.
right,
They'll
but
be
that's
like, you hurt my feelings.
it's
I'd be like,
hilarious though.
oh.
I get it. I'm like, girl, I'm the same way. But I even tell my clients, I'm like, if you want cutesy and demure, come on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. If you want to
Yeah.
work your ass off, you can come Wednesdays and Fridays
Yeah.
and Saturdays. It's,
Yeah.
there's plenty of other cutesy and demure people around
Yeah.
here, but it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, I took a class this morning and it was like a mat. I don't even know if I should call
Oh,
it.
they're talking about
It's like
Matt
a
from-
mat Pilates. I actually like it was really good. It was at 6 a.m., which I haven't worked out that early in 100
Oh
years,
my
but my
God,
neighbors made me
never.
go with them. And it was a new studio that I tried. And I thought it was a really good workout. It was hard because it's not stuff that I'm used to doing. All the little
Mhm.
stabilizer muscles. I haven't been doing that stuff
That
lately.
stuff's hard.
So hard. I was like shaking. But the instructor didn't wow me, but she didn't annoy me. She was like
That's good.
to the point. She had a nice voice. She was like every cue she did was like perfect. She did both sides evenly, and like they do one
Yes.
side and then they do 3 seconds on the other side. You're like, ma'am,
Yeah.
I'm uneven. But
Yeah.
no, she was like, and I was like, I like that. I was like,
Yeah.
I would come back to her class because it's 6 a.m. She didn't annoy the hell out of me. She
Yeah.
had a nice voice. She was like a very good instructor. She was doing it with us.
tell she knows
was
what she's
walking
doing.
around. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Usually a 6 a.m. teacher, they have somebody on point. So
Yeah.
like you can kind of hope that that's going to be a good teacher. But yeah, I was like, okay, I would come back to this class. Like it was hard and she was good. And she was probably like maybe late 20s, I would say. She was cute. So I respected that. I'm like, this is hard for me.
Yeah.
I usually have to go to someone I know or just do my own workout.
Yeah, I
'cause
get it.
mad.
It's tough. You're a tough critic.
Yeah, I know. I am a tough critic.
No,
I
I'm
try to
just
be
I'm
nice,
the same
so.
way. I'm just like if the music's not good and the voice is not good, I'm out. But then
Yeah.
I even say too, I'm like, yo, if in my cycle class, I'll just give them one opportunity because sometimes people just get up and walk out. I said, this is not the type of class you get up and walk out. Like you're in it. And if you
Yeah.
hate it, you come after me and be like, fuck you. I hated
never
that class. I'm
coming
never
back.
coming back.
Yeah,
No
but
problem. We'll
do
see you
it.
next time.
Finish it.
Yeah, you finish it. You stay here till the end.
Yeah.
Like some girl, I remember
People
she just
walk
got up
out?
with her towel. I mean, very rarely. And then I'll
Like,
go
'cause
out
she was
there.
mad or because she was tired?
No, I open the door. I'm like, are you okay? She's like, oh yeah, I have a headache. I'm like, why'd you show up? Like, like what the heck are you coming in here for with the headache? Like, I don't understand that.
Oh
Or
my
like I'll
God.
come out with somebody and then there's like 2 young people. I think I was playing like Gloria or like some 80s music because music is so terrible. And I went out after the 2 of them. They're like, oh yeah, we just didn't like this music. And I'm like, I kind of got that, but at the same time, I was like, girl, bye. So I understand. Like,
Who
music
leaves
is
the
important.
class in the middle because they
And
don't
a
like the
cycle
music?
class.
Like, grow up.
Like, and I see them,
Just
we're
finish
all
it.
doing it, and they both get up. And Dina, like, even some of my clients are looking at me, and I'm looking, and I
That's
follow
so
them. I make
annoying.
sure, and I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, "Oh my God, did something happen?" Just to see, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like you must be on the verge of passing out. That's why you got up and left." And then it's just like they're like a couple
That's
times.
what I'm
just
saying.
like,
There's no discipline. There's no dedication to be like, I showed up for this workout. I'm
Right.
going to finish it. Not even that. I'm going to respect the fact that this teacher is here and that everyone else is writing. Like, let me just suck it up.
the worst thing
So
too.
many young people are just like, I don't like this. I'm leaving.
Seriously, the worst thing that we have too is because
I know.
you have to come in and check in because
Yeah.
if not, you get the charge you $15.
Yeah.
So people will come to the front desk, check in,
And
and
then
leave.
leave.
And I said, you got here. The hardest
Yeah.
part of a workout is getting your ass
They're
up.
like, I don't want to work out, but I don't want to get charged.
Exactly. I'm like, if you made it to the club,
That's
you
so
got to walk
bad.
10 more feet and take the
Yeah.
class. They'll check in and they'll leave. And now I've been like calling them out. The next time I'm like, honey, you came
Last
in,
week you
you
came in
got
and
your
you
ass
didn't
up, you
come.
just checked in and then you left.
Yeah.
You did the hardest
That's
part.
bad.
Like,
Unless there's like
What?
an emergency, but if they're like, you know
If
that
an
they're
emergency
doing
is
it.
$10, then
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
then
If it's an emergency, $10 is not that big of a deal.
or you call
That's
and
true.
beg and plead. But if you actually got your ass to the gym and you didn't even take the class,
That's definitely a young person.
we've had some of those too. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start calling you out now.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't, because I'm like, it's there. And you know what? You're an adult. If you don't want it, you can do that. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, come on now, just walk a couple more feet.
You're lost.
It's so crazy. But yeah, we're seeing the influx of people. I got a lot of people hitting me up like, girl, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to point them in the good direction of not just ordering it online. You can do that maybe after like 6 months.
Well, yeah, after you know, okay, you're in a good spot, you're feeling your dose, healthy, because
it is healthier.
People have shitty side effects, and like it's not meant for them.
It's a little cheaper if you go on like, because that's what I did. I'm like, I paid for the guidance, and now I can get that medicine for half the cost that I'm paying. I know what I'm doing now. I sent them a picture of what I was taking, but they gave it to you so easily. So you should start if you can afford it too. I know it's a big expense. It's getting cheaper and cheaper, which is great.
Yeah.
You should do it under the guidance and care of a nurse 100%. Practitioner. And then you can kind of wean yourself off. Yeah. Or keep your microdose. I have heard
some really sad tragedies over like Ozempic and Manda.
Like what?
People, like some people had really adverse side effects where like their kidneys shut down or like shit like that. And like they had to have surgery or they had to have a kidney removed. Like a lot of it's older people, but it's still like it could, bring up something that you didn't even know was an issue. Sometimes something else highlights a problem that was like laying dormant.
That's also good though.
It is.
That's how I found my cancer.
Yeah. No, it is, but it's also scary. That's why it's better to like do it under the care. So if that starts happening, you're like, why is this happening to me? And then you can address it. Because I feel like sometimes, especially younger people, they might like ignore it. Like, oh, I'm okay. Like, it's not a big deal. So,
and also speak to like your gynecologist. Like I cleared it because some they have like, it's a different thyroid issue that is a side effect of. So I cleared it with my endocrinologist. I talked to my gynecologist and I'm like, do you think? And they're like, so just be smart if you can, if you have the resources, but it's very tempting and it's been very helpful, I have to say.
And then there's like the whole question around it with like fertility for young people. Like, is it negative? Is it positive? And I've heard both things. So we don't know. That's the thing, is no one really knows.
Oh, didn't you say there's like, or somebody was saying that there's just been this like influx of pregnancies in older women, but because they're losing the weight. Yeah. So their body
they're becoming, their metabolism, they're becoming a little bit healthier. And so they're losing the weight.
But that's not the drug actually itself. Yeah.
And that's not like the norm. And I think the adverse effect of that is young people who, if you're not trying to get pregnant, who cares, right? Like if you already have your babies and you're perimenopause, postmenopause, in menopause, whatever, like this doesn't affect you. Like, so that's why I'm weary about that. And what if I tell my clients that are like wanting to still have kids or whatever, to be careful, because I don't know. And we don't know that being underweight for so long is what affects you. It's not saying like the actual peptide goes in there and affects your like uterus or anything like that. It's the fact that you're underweight for such a long amount of time. You're messing up your metabolism, because what this does is essentially, because it's suppressing your appetite, it slows everything down. So things sit in your stomach longer, which when you think about it, it's kind of gross, but it's like almost like being constipated, which is a thing that people deal with because of the slowing.
Issue. On a smaller dose. Yeah.
Some people don't, like, so they're not emptying their,
poop, their poop hole.
GIs as regularly as they should be. And so that could also lead to other issues, other serious issues.
They tell you to take magnesium like and
later.
Stuff. Yeah.
So it's those kind of things. It's not the
actual
indirect
drug,
effects of what it does to your body. So just slowing down the metabolism,
and then your period not
underweight, not getting your period regularly, your muscle being drastically down. Like everyone knows this. This is like common knowledge that really thin people have a hard time getting pregnant most of the time. Like really, really skinny, underweight. Like doctors will be like, gain like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. It might not be drastic. It'd be like gain 5 to 10 pounds, and let's see how your body responds. And I have 2 friends that like that they did gain like 5 to 10, and they got pregnant right away. So it's like, it might not be like this thing where I'm trying to like scare people and be like, if you do this and you're skinny for this long, you're never going to get pregnant. But you might make it harder for yourself. And if that's something you know you really want, and that's something you want in the near future, I would say maybe start to wean
So
yourself
I think
off
they're
of that.
battling
I know, because
their
they don't want to gain weight.
self-image. Yeah,
Exactly. Because
and
they love
it's
how they look.
I know it's tough.
It is. People are scared that if they go off it, even if they are microdosing it, which if you're microdosing it, you shouldn't have a drastic
Mm-mm.
opposite effect when you
Yeah,
get off of it, because you're not on this huge dose.
right.
So if you get off of it, slowly wean yourself off. Like you should be able to keep it off. Keep your healthy habits. That's the thing, is if you don't have healthy habits, then yeah, you're just using this as a crutch.
Yeah.
Keep your healthy habits, eat correctly, eat your protein, strength train, work out, whatever, walk, at least do something that keeps you active. And yeah, you shouldn't have that. But I do understand that it's a fear. They're like, if I get off this, I'm going to gain all my weight back. And I don't want that. I'd rather be skinny. And like, then you're weighing like, you rather be skinny or you want to have a baby, It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But again, this is not medical. I don't have a background in this, and they don't even know. They can't
Yeah.
say for sure this is going to affect you long term, but the side effects are what, like we said, it's not the drug itself, what it's doing directly, it's indirectly what happens to your body from it. And there are ways to counteract that, but
Yeah.
you just have to make sure you're doing it.
I've been a big fan though so far.
Yeah.
It's helped me stay
I
in a
did
good
do it
place
before
for
my
a long
wedding.
time.
I did it for a month before or maybe 6. No, it was like a month, because I remember calling Gino. He's my guy at Beyond. And I was like, Gino, I'm really struggling because I'm a trainer and I feel like this is
A fraud.
yeah, like
Legally
what's her name?
blonde.
Legally Blonde. Like, I'm a
So
fraud.
funny.
And he was like, I've been microdosing it. He's like, I was like, look, my wedding's in a month. I literally was like crunch time. I didn't even think about it till like the very end. So I was like, my wedding's in a month. I want to lose like maybe 5 pounds, just really tighten up, because my dress was like so tight.
How did you lose 5 pounds in a month though? It took me a while to like even lose a couple.
I don't know. I
Of
literally,
course, I feel like your body is just like you're
I
so
got,
regimented. My
yeah,
weight loss was not like drastic like that.
it happened for me like right away.
Girl,
And
of course it did.
I did it for, I think the most, I can't remember exactly, but it was like 6 weeks max, right? Of the shots. And I did it the once a week. And I think he had me on a little bit higher dosage. He's like, try the smaller one to start, see how you feel. And he goes, we'll up you by like 5 units every week. So I did go up, and I think that's probably why I saw the results faster, because normally you stay at a little bit at a dose for like a few weeks, and then you go up,
like
and
a
then
month.
Yeah, exactly. So I was going up like every week a little bit, because I was like, I only have a month. He was helping me.
So did you gain it back right away?
I mean, kind of, yeah. But so like I lost the weight, and I was like tiny for my wedding. My dress, like, cause I was like, my dress is so tight, and I want, like, it fits me perfectly like a glove. I don't want it to like, I don't want to like gain weight. And I knew we were going to Italy, and I wanted to be able to eat after, which was kind of a bummer, because I did have, my appetite was like suppressed. So I was like, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't able to like fully like I always do. Yeah. But I definitely saw the effects, except my husband was like, baby, you have no butt and I don't like it. Cause like that was the first thing to like go for me too. And he's like, you're too skinny. Like, I like it when you're like a little bit more muscular. And so I just did it for the wedding, but it definitely worked. And I could see like how people would be like, oh, I want to stay on this. Like it could be addicting. It is addicting. It's just like anything else.
I think but when you do it for like a goal where you need to lose a lot fast, and it's different. But if you can be patient with it, like I feel like I was patient, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, I'm going to stay at this microdose, and it's just going to keep me where I'm at. I think, you got to choose what journey works best for you.
Do you think like you're just going to microdose forever or what?
I don't know if this is correct, but I think if I do it for like a solid year or year and a half, and my body kind of now gets used to being at
then you can get off.
Yes. Like instead of like shooting back, because I'm usually in that 140 something range.
Yeah.
So I want to stick to like this 131, like this is where I'm a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
So if my body can hold this weight for like a year and kind of get used to it, then I think I can then take myself off, because it's not going to be, I'm not on like, 60 units or something crazy like that. So that's what I think is going to help me maintain this.
Yeah.
And then it's always there as a backup.
Yeah.
If I need to. I mean, who knows, by then you could probably like, they're popping pills now almost. So it might just be even easier and cheaper.
Yeah,
But
who
yeah,
knows where the
all we
future
gotta
will
say
go
is
with
those
it.
of you who are trying to say you're not on it, stop
Girl,
right
bye.
this second. Girl, bye.
I swear when they tell me, I'm like, "Oh," and I'll be like, "Oh, you look good." Like, I don't wanna be like, "Oh my god, you look so good. What are you doing?" Because I also feel like that's, like, mental where if, like, everybody's telling you look amazing, like, why would you wanna stop? You're like, "Of course, I look amazing." It's just like you're riding that high. So I try to be careful too as, like, as a, trainer. I try to I notice, I know what they're doing, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, how are you? I haven't seen you. Like, you look great, feeling good. Like, what are you doing? What have you changed?" Whatever. Sometimes I won't even ask if they're
Yeah.
not like if I'm not close to them because I don't wanna have them
Yeah,
I
like
don't
in
wanna put them on the
passing, you
spot.
don't need to
Yeah.
like give them the third degree. But
Yeah, I
like
don't
if
wanna
it's people that you know, like I know one of my friends is 100%. Like there's no you're
but
not
they're
telling
hiding
me
it?
that you're
Oh,
not on it.
they're
Like
hiding it?
oh, they're not admitting to it.
Yeah.
Like, and I even said, like, I'm thinking about doing that. Like, what do you think?
Yeah,
And then
trying to,
she's
like, level the
well,
field, yeah.
if that works for you, like that works for you, type of thing. Like, girl, it's been working for you too. You know it has been. So stop the
That's the thing,
nonsense.
I feel like if you're doing it, like, stop with the shame, like, like,
Yes,
just own it, you know? It's like,
own it.
there are some positives to it, and yes, do your best not to abuse it, but to be like this hush hush, like, no, I'm
No,
not
and
doing
I
it.
feel bad
I just started like
lying.
walking and doing
No, you
Pilates,
have
and I'm like,
not.
girl, you did not get that by doing Pilates.
I know. I love my clients
I
and
was like,
notice
I
they're
burn
like,
100 calories doing Pilates.
what's going
Stop.
on? Yeah, Pilates ain't it. I feel bad even lying. I'm like, oh, I'm taking a little something on the side, Like I gotta be
Yeah.
fucking honest. I
Yeah.
can't just say like,
Yeah.
but they know they see me, like they see me still working hard. I'm teaching 2 classes. I got my vest on. Like I'm not just, taking
Yeah.
Ozempic and,
That's the thing.
living
You're
my
not
life.
just sitting on the side
No,
and
I'm
taking those
working. I'm
Ozempic.
working
Yeah.
it hard. I'm still doing my routines.
And that's what's important. You got to still have a healthy routine.
But yeah, guys, we don't want the big O shame. Let's get rid of that.
The big O. I was like, all right,
Anyways,
guys. It was fun chatting. It's been
that
a while.
was fun. Yeah. What
I
else?
like that topic.
I do too. And a little dirty secret.
Oh yes, and we're gonna try to get a couple.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
know,
do a
like we
live
said,
maybe on Sunday.
holidays. Bear with us, but we're coming back strong, and we're aiming for 2 episodes a week in the very, very near future.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys next time. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so. Just keep it real.
Keep it real.
That's it.
Keep it real and girl, bye.